Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy David, and I actually watched the Chainsaw Man movie on Thursday. Today is Tuesday morning, so I didn't get a chance to review it this weekend, but I am doing that now.
Damn!
Alright, let's get this out the way. Which movie is better? Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man? Because you already know the comparisons are gonna happen. To me, it depends on who you ask. Like, if you're prioritizing like a good story with good characters, I'd say go watch Chainsaw Man. If you're prioritizing like a culmination of events and like just animation and really good fights, I'd say go Demon Slayer. But to me, I think Chainsaw Man is better because Chainsaw Man benefits because of the pure fact that they don't have a lot of characters to focus on. The main focus in Chainsaw Man is Deji and Reze. Like, those are the main focuses. Like, they have like other characters too that they focus on, but with Demon Slayer, like, dude, like, I think that Demon Slayer would have benefited if they had one, maybe two more arcs, because they sat up there during the Infinity Castle and had to explain like why these characters felt this way, like why Zenitsu felt this way, why Shinobu went after Doma when she knew she had no chance against this man. The best comparison I can make with Demon Slayer is that imagine if Avengers Endgame, like, or Avengers Infinity War even, imagine if they explained every single character's backstory and like the reason why they're doing this and why they're fighting and why they're doing all of these things, or like their backstory when they were a kid and something that they learned about. Like, it'd be a boring movie. Like, it would have dull moments. Chainsaw Man gives you a good story, while Demon Slayer gives you a good story but also information. And from a person who's going to film school right now, you shouldn't really sacrifice a good story just for more information. But I don't know, that's just me. I think Chainsaw Man is better. I think it's just way well paced, in my opinion. To be honest with you, with this Chainsaw Man movie, it makes me interested on what they're gonna do with Jujutsu Kaisen next year with the Culling Games, bro. Because if they're doing this crazy shit with Chainsaw Man, bro, I already know they have something in the bag for Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, now to talk about the characters and spoilers for the movie ahead. Deji as a main character, I like him way more now than I did at the end of season 1. There's so many callbacks from season 1 that Mappa did where I was just like, damn, I understand your character way better now. Like, for example, when Reze was talking to him in the classroom and she was just like, why don't you just run away? Like, you know, like, run away from all of this. And like, knowing that Deji is like, he was like broke, poor, basically homeless, like pretty much rock bottom. And now you're telling him like he's got food, he's got a place to stay, he gets to, and all he has to do is just protect people and that's it. Like, say less. And basically like Deji figuring out what love is before our very eyes, bro. Like, and that conflict that every character has, or every man has, pretty much, that like you are working on having a relationship with this person, but like, you know, also this girl is giving you the time of day. So do you cut off this girl because you've been working so hard with this girl to have a relationship with, or do you allow the girl who's giving you the time of day a chance? You know what I mean? But I think he's a way better character now than he was in season 1, and he's definitely a way better character now after the movie. So like, if it keeps on going at like this rate, I think he's gonna be a well-developed main character by the end of Chainsaw Man, pretty much. Now let's talk about my boy Beam. That man was the MVP, bro. He was putting in work, bro. 24-hour work, saving my boy Deji at least like 3 times, bro. 3, maybe 4 times this movie, he was saving my boy. And I thought he was gonna be a throwaway character. When he showed up, I was just like, oh, this is the dude that like he's gonna make all the jokes and all of this nonsense and shit like that. To him being like, damn, bro, this man is clutching up every single time, bro. That's how you write a gag character right there, bro. Now Reze. I think Reze is probably one of the most creative villains that I think I've seen in a while. Not in terms of her character, but I think in terms of her design. I think her design is so cool, bro, because her abilities, we've seen her abilities before. It's basically Kachan, just like with no drawbacks. It's basically Kachan from My Hero Academia with no drawbacks whatsoever. But her design and how like she has like this like basically rain that pulls off and her head just pops off and she turns into the bomb devil. And I think like the way she like moves around and shit like that, I think that definitely like the coolest thing a part of her design. Her design is definitely the best in the series so far. So far, I haven't seen like anybody else's, but like her and Chainsaw Man is definitely like the best like overall designs in the show so far. But that's all the points I really have. Please go watch this film for yourself. It's really really good. Even if you haven't watched season 1, I haven't watched season 1 since it came out in 2022. And I still had like a fantastic, great time the entire film. So, I'm gonna go to work. I literally gotta get dressed in 15 minutes. So I catch y'all boys on the next one. Peace.